Welcome to the second day of the tutorial. Here we learn how to save the Blender file, we learn how to do this default settings. Basically finish up with setting up Blender so that anything else that we do, it'll be ready for us. And I just want to mention here that this isn't a tutorial series. This is a daily vlog, which means that I don't have a set itinerary with this. You know, I might show how to do some basic things, and then I might throw a simple thing on how to do a special effect. And basically it is a very laid-back learning experience. That's what I want to provide for my viewers, a laid-back learning experience, and not so much, you know, teaching series that we're going to try to fight to get to video number 20 and, you know, see what we can come up with. I find that tutorial series, sometimes they start off too simple and they end with not accomplishing anything. And I hope that that's not where this is going to go. I hope that my viewers are coming to my channel because they want to learn something and that they enjoy the way I teach it. But if it does seem like it's a never-ending thing, it kind of is. If you're here because you want to learn Blender, believe me, you'll do that. And I hope that the way I'm presenting it here will make it more enjoyable. So, off with the second part of the tutorial, and we will see where we go from here. What you want to know how to do is save the actual blend file. And you do that by pressing F2, and once again it brings you to your file here. And isn't this nice? You got an entire file menu here. And I was going to say, but it's dual camera 2.53 blend. It's always a blend file that you save these project settings as, so .blend. Now, because we used our file settings here and it brought the file menu, you'll notice up here it says back to previous, and this will bring us back to our 3D window. But let's go ahead and save our Blender file. Boom. And that will bring it back as well. Cool. We've got how to save images and how to save the file itself. Great. We got those questions answered there. Let me show you a couple small things that will be incredibly helpful for you. Number one, remember when I told you that by hitting the Shift button down and the middle mouse button you can pan? So if you ever lose the things, you can just pan it like that. Well, we're working in 3D space here, and sometimes you're just not going to be able to do that. So the best way of bringing all the objects onto your screen here is to hit the home button on your keyboard, and it'll bring all the objects into one screen. Very helpful, very necessary. Now, while we're here, another trick I'd like to show you is how to select all the objects or deselect all the objects. You do that by hitting the A key in the window, like that. You notice how you hit it once and deselected everything, hit it again and it selected everything. Now we want to keep these cameras, but what we're going to do here next, but we don't want to keep all this crap. So by holding down the Shift key, and then right mouse button, holding down the Shift key and the right mouse button, deselect both of those. Now with all these selected, the camera's deselected, we're going to get rid of this stuff. Hit the delete key on your keyboard, bam, and we're left with our cameras. Because all of our projects here, we're going to want to see it in 3D. That's the purpose of my channel. So whenever Blender opens up, it'd be great if it automatically opens up with both cameras there, right? Now, we've also changed a couple things here, like the output folder and render being into a separate window, and we want to keep those too. So everything here we want to save as the default to open up Blender. And we do that by Ctrl U and save user settings. Left mouse click on that and boom. Every time we open up Blender from now on, it is going to bring up our dual camera setup. Wow, and that is what I wanted to show you here today. Now we can close out the Blender. Next time we open it up, it's going to be ready to go for a new tutorial. And I'm going to show you how to do that later. But these are just some details I wanted to show you from the left over from the previous tutorial. So I hope everybody has a good day and happy blending.